Hey everyone, it's KP. If you wanted to know how to get a purple and teal smoky eye, then you came to the right place. If you want to see how I got this look, then go ahead and keep watching. I feel like friggin' Judy Hopps in this shirt. Okay. So let me zoom you in. I've already done my brows and one eye. Well, half of one eye. Whatever. Technicalities. So first things first, you're going to start off by priming your eye. I'm using the Tarte Shape tape as my primer. So I'm just going to put some of that on my eyes here. And I'm using a Eco Tools sponge to blend that out. After that's done, I am, unlike most people, not going to set it, which seems scary, and I was scared too, but I saw a girl on Instagram, Beauty by Kate, I'll have like her username down below, not because she's doing like colored shadow and it made it stick better, and I was like, I'll try it out. Okay, first I'm going in with my transition shade. It is in this Juvia's Place palette. It's just this one right here, and it is called Berry Mousse. It's just a light, cool tone, almost neutral toned transition shade. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put that in my crease. This is just gonna help when I put on the intense colors. I'm doing kind of I'm doing wind wiper motions, but then I'm also kind of flicking it out right here because I have smaller eyes. I like to elongate by flicking it out. Taking a little bit more. And this is a Morphe M514. Once my transition shade is on, I'm already going to go ahead and dip into some color. Again, I'm taking the same Juvia's Place palette and taking the shade Custard, which is this beautiful kind of bright fuchsia-y color, right in the middle. I'm going to be taking it on this Morphe M518 brush. It's a bit bigger than the one I just used and a little bit more dense, which is good for placement. So I'm just going to kind of swirl my brush a little bit, but then I'm going to go ahead and tap that off. Don't be scared to place too much product. We're going to cut the crease next, so I'm not too worried about how far down the placement of the shadow is going to be. I'm just going to go straight into my crease with that. Already off to a rough start with this eye. Alright, cool. You're going to start by placing it where you want the most product, and then blending inwards and outwards and allwards. It looks like I have some beautiful highlight on right now, but it's just sweat. It's fine. I kind of got a base of the color down, but I want it way more intense, so I'm just going to keep building the color until it's where I want it to be. Okay, now it's where I want it to be. Overall, I'd highly recommend any Juvia's Place stuff. Lots of people have discount codes if you want them. I'm not that lucky, but moving on. Next I'm going to cut the crease. I'm only going to do half of a cut crease, if you can see right here. More like 3/4 of the way, but whatever. To cut my crease, I'm going to take the Tarte Shape tape again, and I'm taking this small Morphe brush. It is the... there's no number on it. It looks like this. Any kind of small little detail brush will do. Now I have hooded lids, so a trick for cutting the crease when you have hooded lids is I take a little bit on my brush of the concealer Then I go ahead and I look down and I paint the concealer on, and then I just look up. And it'll go ahead and transfer to my lid, so I know that that is at least how far I have to go up with my cut crease in order for 1, it to be visible, and 2, for no transfer. So I'm just going to take that placement and make that my line. And from there, I'm going to go in. Also, if you look down, you can kind of see where your socket is. Mine is like right here. It's where the skin kind of goes in a little bit more. But yeah. Now that I've made that, I'm just filling in my eye with concealer. And I'm stopping about 3/4 of the way into my lid. As I get to the end of where I want my cut crease to be, I'm using less product so that it'll be easier to blend with other colors over. Okay. Let's see. Alright, we got that down. For the lid color, I'm going back into the same Juvia's Place palette. This time I'm taking the shade Puffs, which is this iridescent kind of pinky shade right there. I just dug in with my nail. I'm taking this BH Cosmetics brush. I believe it came in the Smoky Eye set. It says number 4 on it. It's just a flat synthetic brush that'll be good for packing on the color. So I'm just going to kind of load my brush up with that color and then go straight onto the lid. I find that when you're setting a lid color like this, it's often best to pat the color on because swiping will kind of dig into the cream product, which will make the powder product more chunky and harder to actually stick on. Now that that's on, I'm going to work so that there's not such a harsh line between the cut crease right here on my lid and the actual lid space and crease. To do that, I'm taking a smaller blending brush. This is a Lexi 237. This is perfect if you have hooded eyes because it's really small and will give you precise placement of product. And I'm going to take a color out of the Jeffree Star Androgyny palette. I don't recommend supporting this person, as I have found out about certain terrible things he has done. But it's just this color right here. It's kind of like a purplish, reddish brown color. I'm sure Anastasia Beverly Hills or someone else has a color just like it, but this is what I have. I'm just going to take my brush, kind of swirl it around. And then I'm going to start kind of right where the product stops on my eyelid for the cut crease and start blending the line ever so gently between the cut crease and that color. After that's down, I'm going to take it and go up and above the cut crease a little bit with the product, just to get that color running throughout. Again, I'm doing the thing where I kind of flick it out to elongate the color a little bit. Alright, let me zoom you out. So this is the eye makeup so far. I'm going to go ahead and do my face. I'll just kind of zoom through it on camera. All products will be listed down below though. First I'm going in with the Oalika Cosmetics Honey Primer Spray, just to add some moisture. Yeah, my room is really hot right now and I need the refreshment. To help battle oiliness and pores, I'm going to take No Pore Bloom Primer by Touch and Soul and just put that kind of on my problem areas, which is like here, here, my nose for sure, my chin, and my forehead. So basically everywhere is my problem area. Now that I'm primed, I'm going to go ahead and with my Holy Grail foundation, which is the Estee Lauder Double Wear. For concealer, I'm again going into the Tarte Shape Tape. My color is Light Sand. All the places I just put concealer, I'm going to set with the Laura Mercier translucent powder. I'm going to use that sponge again to apply the powder. Oh my god, I just hit myself in the eye. That hurt so bad. Oh, ho, ho. Oh, powder does not belong in the eye, my good friends. Does not belong in the eye. The MAC Studio Fix powder in NC15. I've never used this before. Maybe I like it. I'm going to take the round part of the sponge and just use that to set. I don't know how I feel about this powder. It's a lot more pink than I like. But it's fine. Looks alright on the skin. I don't know. I will give you more thoughts later. Now that the face is partially done, I'm going to zoom you guys back in and we can finish up the eyes. I really wanted to do something contrasting with the like pinky purple. So here I'm taking the Kathleen Lights Dream Street palette and I'm taking the shade Water Bearer, which is this darkened teal shade. And I'm going to blend that out on my lower lashes. Before I do that, I'm going to take this LA Girl Glide Gel Liner in the shade Gypsy Teal. Gypsy. Is a slur. Don't use it, pals. And I'm going to go ahead and apply that to my lower lash line. Okay, now that that's on and beautiful. Again, like I said, I'm going to go into Water Bearer in the Dream Street palette. I'm taking this on a flat brush by ABH Cosmetics. Came in a set. And I'm just gonna go ahead and put that on there. I'm kind of flicking it out right here to make the illusion of a wing. Just because I don't, since I've hooded eyes, I really don't like to do thick eyeliner because then you can't really see what's on the lid. So this is a way to achieve that wing look without actually doing a wing. I'm going to go ahead and do the other lash line, speed it up or off camera. I haven't decided yet. So this is what it looks like right now. I'm going to go ahead and grab a smaller, very precise blending brush to go ahead and blend out this a little bit more. I grabbed this Morphe B37 brush. It's kind of a pointed, it's a tapered blending brush, and I'm just going to use that to blend out my under eye a little bit better. Much better. For bronzing and contouring, I'm going to go into the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. A classic. I'm just going to take this middle shade right here on a large BH Cosmetics No. 9 brush, which is just a big stippling brush. For blush, I'm going into the Juvia's Place Saharan Blush Palette Volume 2 and taking the shade B. For highlight, I'm taking Colourpop Cosmetics Super Shock Cheek and Flexitarian. I'm using this as a base for my other highlight, but this is beautiful on its own too. Just using my finger because I find that's the best way to apply this formula. To follow that up, I'm taking the Anastasia Beverly Hills Amrezy Highlight. So beautiful. I'm applying this with the M501 brush from Morphe. Now that my face is done, I'm going to go ahead and use setting spray, and then I'm going to put on lashes and be right back. I went ahead and applied lashes off camera. I used these Mink 3D Hair A12s from AliExpress. For mascara, I used the MAC Giga Black Extended Play Mascara. For setting spray, I used this Prime Set and Refresh spray from Oalika Cosmetics, the 3-in-1 Goddess spray. For lips, I used the iluvsarahi 951 lip pencil and the NYX Intense Butter Gloss and Peanut Brittle. So this is the finished look. What do you think? Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. There'll be more videos soon. If there's anything you'd like to see, please comment down below. Thanks for watching. Bye.